A YouTube sensation here with us, Sung Jae Kong, also known as KoreanBilly. Tell our viewers what you do.
I make videos about the British culture and the British English, and that also includes covering British dialects and different regional accents as well.
So you do this all on YouTube and you've had millions of views. What was the inspiration? I mean, what made you want to start doing this?
Well, I have always been a huge fan of the British culture, and then I started to think that learning their language would be a great way of understanding that culture more properly. So I started to learn the language itself, and then I discovered there are different regional accents and different dialects as well, and then I started to educate my Korean friends. Scousers would say like, I had chicken for me breakfast and that was proper pasta. And they say
Very good.
that.
Let's just talk though about the state visit itself. I mean, how important it is for the younger generation in South Korea who are seeing their president here in the UK.
For me personally, the state visit itself somehow cheers me up, and I think that visit also encourages South Korean people living in the UK as well. And these days, the South Korean culture is getting the spotlight, and also this year marks 140 years of the UK-Korean relations. So I think this time is just perfect timing.
And also, I mean, you live here, don't you, at the moment? What do you miss about South Korea?
Obviously, close friends. I used to miss South Korean food, but here in the UK as well, there are lots of South Korean restaurants popping up these days. So I can also, get rid of my homesickness these days in the UK.
And is this state visit going to be covered very widely in South Korea, do you think? Is there going to be a lot of attention on it?
Right, because British people start to love Korean culture and Korean people start to love British culture more and more. So I think that friendship and relationship is getting more and more solid. So I think this time is really, really important, and it would be really helpful for building much better the friendship between the UK and South Korea.
We've heard that the president of South Korea is a big fan of karaoke. Is that true?
Yes. It's also called 노래방 in Korean. And yes, Korean people, including the president, just love singing a song.
To do one more accent for us.
In Geordie, people can say, I'm going down to the city center and let's get drunk. And people can say, man, I'm going to the tune, let's get more on.
All right, KoreanBilly, thank you very much indeed. A YouTube sensation there on BBC News this afternoon. Just behind us in Buckingham Palace.
I was going to ask Helena for her preferred accent, but you'll be pleased to know here on BBC News that the COVID inquiry has reconvened, so we'll cross to that instead.